Good afternoon, everyone. It has officially just become the afternoon on a Monday morning. So, hello, everyone. Happy Monday and happy February as well. I personally am so glad we're out of the January blues, and I know we're 9 days into February, but this is my first webinar in February and officially out of January. So um, didn't it feel like forever? It felt like January was a year long in itself. So I was certainly very grateful when we when we hit February. Feels like spring already. It's just lovely, absolutely lovely. I got a glimpse of sunshine yesterday on my face, and I feel revitalized. So amazing. And thanks everyone so much for joining. I can see that we've still got people coming into the webinar, which is great. I'm just going to start off by introducing myself. My name is Izzy and I am iView Learning's product specialist. If you do have any questions throughout today's short 15-minute session, feel free to engage with the chat box or the Q&A box, which is just going to sit at the bottom of your Zoom meeting that we're in. Or you can drop me an email if you would prefer to do that. And my email address is isabel.ball@aventido.com. Today's webinar really is going to be a little bit of a blitz through what iView Learning is and just diving into the bit of functionality that we're covering today, which is the new AI feature in iView Learning. These 15-minute sessions are happening across the whole of this week with a slightly longer session on Friday, which is a 30-minute session, which is just going to be sort of summarizing everything that we've covered in the week. There's going to be a little bit of time there for a Q&A session as well. But the aim is that by the end of this week, you should have a really, really good understanding of iView Learning so that you're in a position to use it yourself as a user, to recommend it, whatever your personal circumstances may be. That's kind of the aim of these lightning sessions that are taking place for the whole of this week. So if you could attend all of them, that would be brilliant. If you can't attend certain ones, again, drop me an email and I can get the recordings across to you. But for any questions, you can engage with the chat box or my email. Wonderful. I'm just going to start really quickly by sharing my screen and just walking you through to the main Aventido website. This may have been where you registered for today's lightning session, which is brilliant. And you can do that in the events section here by engaging with any of these links. I just wanted to draw your attention to the upcoming sessions. We can see iView very much is covering most of the pages here, which we love to see as iView's product specialist. It's great. But we can see the upcoming sessions that are happening. We've got an iView Notes webinar with myself later on today as well. We've got a Light Key session that's happening later on in the week on Thursday. So basically, by the end of this week, you're going to be sick and tired of seeing my face, I think, because I'm certainly coming into February with a bang, doing a lot of webinars, which is really exciting. So for any of these that may be of interest to you, then feel free to jump onto the events page and get registered. And the other section, which I just always take you across to, is the resources page. So in particular, our DSA resource hub, where you will see the relevant resources for all the products that we as Aventido look after. Some really great sections that this will take you through to. You've got the recommendation guide area, which is designed to support you when recommending the products, along with a really nice little summary video and some key impacts and some recommendation strategies as well. Perfect. I am just going to jump into sharing my presentation with you. Hopefully you can see my screen all okay. Please shout if you can't. Wonderful. So like I said, I'm just going to walk you through a little bit of an introduction to iView Learning before I jump into the bit of functionality we're going to be talking about today, which is that AI functionality. So what is iView? So iView is a fully comprehensive library of easy accessible video tutorials designed to support users in fixing problems or learning gaps really quickly and effortlessly. Now, it's been designed around the concept of something called the forgetting curve, which was a very new concept to me when I first started looking after iView Learning. It's definitely one that's quite scary, I think, to look at. But iView is essentially built off the concept that students who receive that all-important assistive technology software are given that great one-to-one training, which is super duper important, really valuable for an individual. However, there is a caveat to that training, which is that obviously isn't an everyday occurrence, an on-hand 24/7, option for a user or an individual to be able to access. And leaning on that, studies show that within 2 hours of being given new information, 40% of it's forgotten. That rises to 70% after 48 hours. And after 5 days, quite a scary and staggering statistic of 90% of new information is forgotten. And poor memory recall is obviously a really key characteristic of the dyslexic brain as well. But that's essentially the concept that iView Learning's been built off of, which is that it's essentially a tool for individuals to be able to access at their beckoning command anytime where they maybe are experiencing a learning block or some difficulty in their day to day. So I love a scenario personally. I'm a huge scenario fan. I think it helps us visualize things and sort of bring it to life. So what I've done is just given us an example here. So I'm taking a student, Ben, for example. Ben is on my screen. He's on the right-hand side, looking at his desktop very intently there. He looks to be very studious, which is great. And let's say that Ben is in their second term at university. He's got an essay that's due tomorrow. And he's been creating a document using a mind mapping software. And what he now wants to do is export the text and references to Microsoft Word. He knows the software can do this, as let's say he was shown that in a training session a few months, few weeks, few days earlier. He just can't remember how. And this is where iView comes in with its Bat Superman cape on, and essentially it's designed to help support Ben. So the key to iView Learning is its simplicity, speed, and effectiveness. So Ben can really easily log into the iView portal from any device, perform a really quick search for the solution tutorial that he's looking for, so how to export a MindView document to Microsoft Word, for example, watch that solution tutorial, learn from it, perform the action that he needs to, so he can perform that action of exporting that text, learn from it, and return straight back to his work. And that's designed to all be done, excuse me, within 90 seconds. And that's brilliant because that causes minimal disruption to Ben's study time and his concentration. And that's kind of the concept of iView Learning. Log in, learn it, log back out again. Couple of features just to walk you through. Each tutorial is recorded using the same professional voiceover artist, which ensures it's nice and consistent and familiar. All the tutorials are produced in-house. There are some great on-screen graphics, custom-made captions are also available, and there are some interactive tutorials as well. And just a final point to mention with iView, every user's got access to a dedicated mobile app. Ideal because I know myself, my phone is with me pretty much 24/7. And it's also ideal for an individual that maybe is working off of a desktop or laptop and doesn't want to come out of the assignment or work or piece of, you know, action that they may be doing and is able to whip out their phone really easily, quickly, effortlessly. They may be on the go, on the bus, for example, and they're able to access that learning solution tutorial that they need to. There's also a really vast array of content on iView as well, over 2,500 video tutorials, which is quite staggering. Wonderful. Hopefully that's given you a little bit of an idea of what iView Learning is and how it works. And I am now going to jump into showing you the AI functionality of iView. Da, da, da. Wonderful. Let me share my screen. Again, hopefully everyone can see that okay. Please shout if you are unsure. Wonderful. So when we come into iView, this is the main section that we're brought through to. Again, we'll be covering these sections that we see on the left-hand side here. All of them will be covered in the 15-minute lightning webinars that are going to be happening this week and into next week as well. I'm just going to take you through to the new AI section. So the first area that we're able to access that is through clicking on this little Isabel section here, and we click into our settings area. Now, the first area that is new for individuals or users of iView Learning is this general questionnaire section. This is essentially designed to help support the AI in having a little bit of a deeper understanding as to who you are as a user. So this particular question here is what you are studying at university or college. I've put biology. What do you struggle with? I've talked about how I perhaps the user have reading difficulties and struggle with processing text and what my disabilities are. So I've just used an example here of myself having dyslexia. This is the first area that is new to iView Learning, which is essentially your little communication hub with iView. You're saying, hey, this is me, this is a little bit of information about me, and this supports the AI in being able to sort of tailor itself to you and how it supports you. So the AI sections that we're seeing on the screen here, there's two. Firstly, there's this Ask Anything section that's on the left-hand side, and the other section is just the right-hand side of my screen where we're seeing this little purpley person, shall we say. First, I'm going to show you is the Ask Anything section. Wonderful. So this is the Ask Assistant section. So we're able to select your software to get instant answers, troubleshooting tips, feature explanations. It's a really quick and easy area where you can say, I'm having this issue, I'm having this problem. You can select the software it's applicable to, or you need help with writing, note-taking, planning, for example, and you get a really good answer that's linking to those solution tutorials that you can then dive into at your leisure as well. So I'm just going to do an example here. I'm just going to use Study Key as an example. The one thing I will say is the software that you're being given here is your software. So this isn't all the softwares on iView. This is a software that is personally selected for you as an individual. So if you as a user just have Light Key, a Study Key and TextAid, for example, those are the three softwares that are going to sit here. If you only use Google Sheets and MindMeister, then those will be the two softwares that sit here. So this is personable to you as an individual, the software section. We can see when I sit on Study Key, it's just bringing up that little general segment talking about what Study Key is. I can then put, look, I really need help with my reading. And we can see the AI is working wonderfully and it is spitting out some answers here. What we can do is it's essentially saying, breaking it down into those key segments, so talking about text formatting, reading comprehension, it's linking back to those solution tutorials that I can click on and engage with. That's going to take me to Study Key in that specific solution tutorial. It's talking about some accessibility features, and it's giving me a nice conclusion at the bottom as well. And I'm able to ask some really nifty follow-up questions if I want to, or I'm able to spit in and ask a few questions here as well. We'll just do a different one now, so I'm just going to deselect reading, go into all software. In fact, I'm going to go into Light Key. I'm just going to ask about writing. We can see it's thinking. And again, it's spitting out some solution tutorials and answers and how it can support me with my writing. Well, I'm also able to, as well as ask specific questions. So for example, if I need help writing an essay, I'm able to ask that. And we can see again, it's spitting that down, spitting out the answer applicable to what I'm asking it. So it's giving me an introduction to essay writing, breaking down the essay writing process, using Likey to support essay writing. Again, it's linking back to those solution tutorials and some additional resources with those lovely follow-up questions. It remembers the history as well. That's a good call out. It will remember the history specifically related to the software. So if I click back into Study Key, it's going to remember what I just asked it. And with Light Key, it's remembered all the previous things that I've asked it here as well, which is great to be able to access anything that is maybe a repetitive question that I have or something that I found quite valuable previously. It remembers that. It's got a good brain, which is brilliant. Cool. The next section to talk about is that little purpley person. I think that's a purple. It's funny how people see colour differently, isn't it? For me, that's purple, definitely. Simply to engage with it, you're clicking on it and then it spits up the AI assistant that we can see here. Okay, cool. So we're able to ask it some quick questions that are sitting at the top here. It's going to think and it's going to spit out some answers. What I'm also able to do is type in any questions I may have. So how can I convert speech to text, for example? I can also dictate into here as well. And we can see that it's thinking and it's going to spit out answers for me as well. So it's linking me back to Dragon version 16. Again, this works in the same way as the Ask Anything section. So it only links to the software that I've got when it's supporting me. And we can see it's doing a very similar thing to the Ask Anything section. And it's given me those all important tutorial links, some alternative methods, and some key concepts around the question that I've asked, which in this case is converting speech to text. Wonderful. I'm conscious of time. Again, we get those follow-up questions and those prompts that we can engage with too, very similar to the Ask Anything section. Cool. Perfect. Hopefully that's given everyone a very, very quick whistle-stop tour, just a little introduction to what iView Learning is, and then just a walkthrough of the particular topic of today, which is the AI functionality of iView Learning. Hopefully that's been valuable. If anyone's got any questions or wants to stay on so I can go back into anything if you'd like to see some more examples or anything doesn't make sense, feel free to stay on and let me know. And what will happen as well, when you leave the webinar, when you leave the session, you will be prompted to fill out a feedback form. There you are able to ask and request to have a demo license of iView. If that is of interest to you, then feel free to put yes in that box. Just pop that toggle across and I will get an iView Learning license sent across to you. And then you can try out the AI functionality yourself and get your hands on it, which is really exciting. But thank you everyone for joining today's session. If you're joining me later on today for Ivy Notes webinar, that'll be really exciting. Alternatively, we'll potentially see some of you tomorrow. Thank you everyone so much for joining. Like I said, I'm going to stay on for a few minutes in case anyone's got any questions. But thank you all very much. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.